Hi, class. My name is Ellen Manchester, and I will be your online Math 1324 instructor. And so I just wanted to send out just a short recording for you, just to kind of walk you through how you're going to see your classroom, what's going to be expected of you, and to let you know I'm a real live person. And please, please, please don't hesitate to contact me. If the office hours don't work for you, we can work something out, because I know a lot of you are working full time and are doing this class at night. So let me share my screen with you so that you can see what your class is going to look like. Hang on, there's always buttons that I gotta go to. Okay, so I am doing this recording for all three. I have three online classes. So when you communicate with me, make sure that you let me know which class you are in. So I have two co-rec classes. Co-rec means that you are taking a business algebra college level class with developmental material embedded. And that's the co-rec part. So by the time you're done with the semester, you will have college level credit for the work that you've done. So the developmental part is just kind of embedded, and it kind of supports you throughout the semester. The third online class is a standalone 1324 business algebra class. So that doesn't have any extra support for you as far as material. So if you feel like you're lacking in certain aspects of algebra, please reach out to me and let me know, and I'm more than willing to feed you some information and share websites with you. So I'm doing this one video for all three of my online classes. So if you're in the standalone and I'm talking about co-rec, you can kind of ignore that part. But the basic setup for all three classes is the same. So I'm going to use my 1324-046 class to kind of walk you through how the class is going to be laid out. So this is going to be your front page. Yours is going to look a little bit different just because I have more tools over here on the navigation bar to work through my classes. But the gist is, this is what you're going to see when you open up the class. So this gives you, my information. If you want to reach out to me, the best way to reach out to me is through my email. It comes right to my phone. If you have not uploaded the Canvas app to your phone, please, please, please do that. That is how I communicate. If you miss something because you aren't looking at your student emails or the announcements or the web page, that's on you. The only way I'm going to be able to communicate with you is through those aspects. So please make sure that you take responsibility to look every day at your student emails and at the announcements. If I send you an announcement, it means it's important. It's information that you're going to need to be successful in this class. So the first page gives you my email address, emanchester@alamo.edu. That again is the best way to get a hold of me. These are my office hours. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but Monday, Wednesday, I am on the Northwest Vista campus. JH Juniper Hall is my office, 111O. That's when I will be there. So if you are, stuck on a concept, or you're just really needing some extra input, please come and see me. I'd be more than happy to help you during my office hours. Those are for you guys. And then on Tuesday, Thursdays, I have a Zoom link from 12:15 to 3:15. And the reason for those times is because I'm in class the other time. So, and again, if these office hours don't work for you, please reach out to me. There is also on NVC campus 2 different math labs that you can go to face-to-face. And then they also have a Zoom link, and that is in the orientation module. So those are always available to you. And the Zoom link is only open on certain days, but they're longer hours. So they go into the evening hours on days that I can't meet with you. Fridays are open most Fridays I have meetings. And so it's really hit and miss whether I can meet with you on Fridays or not. But again, reach out and let me know. Just communicate with me. So the way that the class works is you are going to do everything through the modules. So over here on the left, this is what's considered the left navigation bar. So this is where you'll do all of your, navigating, getting around in class and stuff. The Alamo Books is where you're going to sign up for my math lab. You've already paid for it. Do not pay for anything else as far as textbooks go. You've already paid for it. You are in. And so all you have to do is sign up for it. And that will open, I believe, on Sunday, the 25th. And for sure, it's open on Monday, the 26th. So you can just get into there. It's very easy. Just follow the information. So you just click on it. And then what you're going to do, and again, mine's going to look a little bit different because I'm already in it, but make sure that you are opening your class. So this is for 046. You're going to launch courseware. And then once you launch your courseware, it'll say open, and again, mine's going to look different. So open My Math Lab, you're going to go to this yellow and you're going to click on that. And then if you have an account, you just enter your username and password. If you don't have an account, you're just going to set that up. And you just put in your name, your username, make sure you write down your username and password because you're going to need that. Everything is accessed through your Canvas class. So I say you're going to use your username and password just in case you're not on your own computer or something happens and you need to get in a different way. So this is the link for that to get in. All of your work is going to be done through the modules. So you'll click on modules. This is our orientation module. You have to click through each page. If it is grayed out, that means that you haven't clicked through the page and you haven't gone through it. So make sure you click through each page. The orientation is due by Friday. For an online class, that is how I determine whether you are going to be in attendance. So if you are not keeping up with your work and you are not turning in your work, I'm going to consider that non-attendance, which means if you get too far behind, there's no way you're going to be able to make it up. So be very, very diligent on watching those due dates because I don't give late work. There's no late work. It's either you do it or you don't. And so I do that very specific for a very specific purpose, and that is you're all business people. So in the business world, you have due dates. You have projects that you have to get done by a certain day. If you're in marketing, you have to have your information posted on a certain day, certain time. So I'm trained, just think of it this way, I'm training you to pay attention to due dates and to be diligent. Time management is key for this class. You have to be very specific and work very specific days, specific times to make sure that you get everything in on time. So you'll work through all your orientation. Here is the course syllabus and your AI information. AI is the big buzzword right now. Don't use it. Don't use it. Don't use MathPath. Don't use, whatever, the chat GPS, don't use it. It's amazing how smart we teachers are, and we can tell. So make sure that you are doing the work, right? You're the one doing the work, not somebody else. Math is an action, and you have to practice in order to get good at it. Here's our schedule, and I'm going to open that up so you can see our schedule is very full, very, very full. This is a fully online class, except you have to take your final in a proctored face-to-face setting. So we have Tuesday, the week of finals is December 9th through the 13th. We have several different times and days open for my online students that you can sign up and make sure that you are there for that particular time and day. That is on the Northwest Vista campus. If you are not close to the campus, or if you cannot be on the campus during that week, you can set up your own testing center. You just have to get me the information. You have to let me know which testing center it is, who am I going to be talking to, and the email, because I have to give them information so that you can take the final. So that is the only time that you will have a face-to-face proctored situation. One time during the semester, and it's your final exam. So that's the other reason why you don't want to use AI or anything that is doing the work for you, because we do the proctor test so that we can make sure that it's actually you doing the work. So that what you will sign up for that during the orientation module. If it changes, that's fine. We just want to make sure that you understand that you have one face-to-face final that you will be taking at the end of the semester. So you can see this is a very full semester. Your first due date is August 30th. Then that Monday is a holiday. So your second due date is September 3rd. And then after that, it's all Mondays. So you have a whole week to get your work done. Please, please, please do not wait until 10 o'clock Monday of the due date to try and do your work. You will never get it done. And if you do get it done, you will never understand it. So make sure that you have spread out your work throughout the week. You can go and come as much as you want. There is no time limits on the quizzes or the homework. You can, start it, get out, go back to it, practice as much as you want. That is the key to being prepared for the tests. So your first test will be due September 30th, and that is for this particular class. So you'll have to look at your schedule to make sure that it's, what the due date is, because the standalone is a little bit different than the co-rec. So standalone people, make sure that you're looking to see what your first test is. So just kind of keep in mind when your tests are. That way you know what to work towards, right? Okay, September 30th is my first test. I need to make sure that I really understand all the material. All right. The tests for all three classes will be on MyMathLab. They will be timed. So that's why you have to practice, because you have to really, really know your material so that when you come to the test, you can just work right through it. Now, you can use notes, but notes are going to slow you down. So every test, you have 120 minutes. So that's 2 hours from start to finish. And for most of you, you will use all 2 hours. Do not waste your time searching through your notes. So make sure before the test that you really understand the material. Okay, and then you'll see the rest of the modules are all laid out. As far as how you will be graded, these are the grade breakdowns. So tests are 50% of the grade, quizzes are 10%, MyMathLab is 15%, the discussion is 5%, and the final exam is 20%. Now, for the standalone 1324, you actually have 4 tests. The co-rec, you only have 3 tests. So just be aware of that. It's going to be a little bit different. The tests are important. That's one of the big complaints I get is, oh, your tests were worth too much. This is a math department decision. And I would have it at 50% anyway, especially with an online class, because we want to make sure that you understand the material, you're putting in the time, and you're showing that you know what you're doing on the test. Okay, so that's how your grades will be broken down. Let's see, what else do you need? Communication is super important. You have to make sure that you communicate with me and that you are receiving all of my communication, because I will communicate with you each week. I'm very hands-on when it comes to MyMathLab. It's not, or with online. It's not just, give you the material and off you go. So make sure again that you look for your due dates. This is where you will sign up for the proctored final exam. It's called the Sign Up Genius, and I'm going to click on this and it takes you to it. And this is our fall. So I work very closely with Mrs. Kelly Bradshaw, and she teaches both the 1324 and 1325 as well. And so we work together with our online students. And so that way we can open up more final exam times and days for you. So you can see there's Monday. If you want to take it on that Monday, you will set up an offsite proctor, because we don't have any openings on Monday. But from Tuesday through Friday, we have openings. So we have an opening from 2 to 5, and then we have an opening from 6 to 9 on that Tuesday. So all you'll do is you'll come here, you'll sign up. You can bring your own computer if you want, or you can use the computers that are in the room on the day of the final. So that's where you will sign up. You will put your name and then your instructor. So make sure you put my name, Manchester. And there's 1 or 2 different time slots for each day except Friday. So Friday is the only morning time slots that we have. Okay, so that is how you're going to sign up. And I'm going to leave it there. I don't think there's anything else that you need to know. One thing is each module, you have an overview, and then you have information. So these are the resources for this particular topic, for this particular homework. So I do videos, and then I bring in other videos. And so, of course, please, if you find a video that just works for you, you really understand it, please let me know and I'll be glad to post it for everybody else. In the modules, you know that you have an assignment due when it's indented. So you have an orientation quiz, sign up for a proctored, you have a discussion, and then you have your first homework during the orientation. So you can see anything that's indented, that means that's an assignment, and you need to make sure that you publish that. Make sure that you get that done. Okay, I think that's it. I hope that helps. Welcome to fall 2024. And I am really looking forward to your success. Again, please reach out to me if you have any questions. And that's it. I will see you on Monday, August 26th.